Welcome back, everybody, to Bachelor Happy Hour's Golden Hour. Thanks so much for coming back and joining us. And we are so excited about today's episode. Huh, Kathy?
We certainly are. Just be sure to check out our latest episode. We have been having so much fun answering your questions, disagreeing with each other, chatting with all your Bachelor Nation faves.
And today, I'm so excited. We have two very special guests. Please welcome from this season of Paradise, new lovebirds, Allie Joe and Sam M, if you will. Hi, guys. Welcome to the Golden Hour.
What's up? Thanks for having us.
Hey, guys, how are you? Okay, so we have so much that we want to dive into today. So we're just going to get things started right away. But I have to say, you make the most fabulous looking couple. I just have to say that right off the bat.
And that's something Kathy and I agree on.
Yes.
She's a pretty one. She's a pretty one.
You're pretty yourself, Sam. We're going to give you some.
You're not too
all
good.
Right,
I think we got to give him some credit.
Yeah,
hey,
we're going to
Sam,
give you both.
There's something I learned that Kathy and I both also did. We all have our motorcycle license.
What?
Yes.
No kidding.
I just sold my bike like 3 years ago.
Wow.
All right, but before we talk about motorcycles, because, been there and done that, we have the biggest question that everyone wants to know. How did you two start dating?
You want to take it off?
Okay, I'll go first.
Okay.
Because I'm older people go first. Ladies first. So I reached out to him a couple of months ago during grant season. Like the show was just on. I was teaching a Rumble class, and one of my clients had said something to me in the lobby before class that her son knew his sister, and it was like a mutual person. That person was also from Jersey, so Jersey thing in common. And I had messaged him, and then I was like, I just actually got compared to you on the show. It was like right after the episode, after the basketball date. So we started chatting a little bit. And then a couple of months later, I posted a photo and he DM'd me and we started talking about Paradise. And we both didn't know if we were going or not. And then he answered me and I stopped answering his messages.
And you stopped.
Wait a minute, I'm sorry. You stopped answering his messages?
Yes.
Can I ask why?
Because we were talking about Paradise and we both didn't know if we were going, but I think we were both hopeful, but he wasn't sure if he wanted to. And I was if I'm single at the time, I would want to go. But I knew if I went and he went, he was somebody I wanted to meet. So I didn't want to keep the conversation going and asking questions because if he was going to be on the beach, I wanted it to happen organically. I didn't want to know all these things about him if he was going to go. We both really didn't know.
Allie Joe, when you did get to Paradise, how did you feel knowing that Sam had just gone home?
I was really, really disappointed because
I bet so.
I kept saying he was the only person I really wanted to meet and waiting to go in. I knew I was coming in late with a date card. I was so confident and I was this is my opportunity. I've never had a date on grant season. People only saw a side of me and I really, really wanted to meet him. And so I thought it was going to be the perfect opportunity. So to find out he had just went home, that was I was really shocked. I was surprised. I was super disappointed.
Yeah, so let me just say, when I rolled into Paradise and found out that both of you had gone home, truly, I was really disappointed because I wanted to meet both of you in person. But I want to know, what were your experiences like, each of you?
Yeah, I think they were kind of similar. I think I was told that I was walking down with a date card. I was extremely excited to take her out. She was the only person that I'd planned on taking. And even in my interviews leading up to it, she was the only name that I dropped. And
I mean, come on, Sam, you could have said, or maybe Kathy a Golden, I might take her.
Listen, if you were there and she was, I would have taken you. That's just how it would have gone.
Anything you want, Sam, you're my man. All right, keep going. Sorry.
No, so it was kind of the same thing. They told me that I was going to go down late, go down with the date card. I was really looking forward to meeting her, taking her. And then I got there and I kind of looked around and saw that she wasn't there. And it was just really disheartening, I think, because then I'm asking myself, what the hell am I doing here right now? And no offense to any of the girls there. I thought they were all sweet, but I kind of knew what I was looking for going in there and it wasn't there whenever I got there. So now I'm asking myself, am I wasting time, or I've come this far? Do we just try it out and see how it all goes, even though we probably know the way that it's going to happen? So I think both of us kind of had the same story.
Yeah.
You know, so it was I think a little disheartening maybe in the moment, not getting it or not it not happening on TV, but
But it happened.
we knew we were going to make stuff happen.
Right.
We didn't need TV. I didn't need TV to, to book a plane ticket and go
So
see.
basically, Costa Rica was in your rearview mirror.
100%. Once I found out she wasn't there and I was going home, I'm like, all right, well.
We don't like to say that we met on TV because we didn't technically.
Who called who first after the show?
I did because he was already home. He didn't know if I was there. Like he had no clue. So I had gotten back and I got on my phone and I messaged him and I said, hey, I heard you were here just a couple of hours ago. And I was like, I'm really disappointed. I'm really upset. And he goes, chin up. Here's my number. Give me a call. And I called him before I got on the flight. And then ever since then.
Oh, Kathy, don't you
So wait a minute. I want to know, when was your first date and what's dating been like so far? Like some of your best moments you've had?
We've had a lot.
And we have had a lot. I think it's scary. I think a lot of it, one of my favorite moments was FaceTiming her for the first time. And it was with her and her mom, actually. And this was fresh off of Paradise. I don't know if we'd ever even spoke on the phone outside of.
Yeah. It was like Mother's Day weekend because after Paradise, I was really like not in a great headspace. I was actually like just depressed over everything. And I flew right to Jersey after Paradise. And then I FaceTimed him with my mom. We were going to dinner. And yeah, that was when we first started talking.
Yeah.
But the first time he came to Florida was early June.
Yeah.
So we were talking like on the phone, but FaceTiming for about a month or so before he made his flight to Florida.
I love this. I love it. I love it.
I love it.
Is there anybody?
Can you just look at them smiling at each other?
Right. Is there anybody from the season that you guys would want to double date with? Do you have any favorite couple, if you will?
I don't know.
What
would you say? I don't know because I'm watching the couples play out right now, and I'm like, there's so much drama. We don't want the drama.
Yeah. I don't know.
This is true.
Yeah, I think everybody's just so different and one thing that really attracted me to her was just what real life really is. The show is awesome but it only makes up just a certain percentage of our lives and stuff like that. And I think being able to separate yourself from TV and reality and make sure that reality is still at the top of your priority list and not get caught up in any of this other stuff was something that, was why I was drawn to her as much as I have been. So I think looking back at the show now, I don't know. No, I don't know.
So
I mean, I
just
want to say again, Kathy is in Bachelor Nation and available for a double date. Okay. All you require is that you find me the person that's going on the date with me. It's pretty simple.
We'll go on a double date with you guys and your men. But Kathy, I remember I was talking to you and I had told you about him.
Yes.
Yeah.
You did. In fact,
you were the first people to know.
So that's exactly where I was going. You read my mind. I was going to ask you, did you tell anyone in Bachelor Nation that you were dating before you went public? And then I was going to say, besides me, because you actually did tell me. And Allie Joe, I didn't tell anyone.
She didn't tell anybody.
I didn't tell Susan. I didn't tell anyone because it wasn't mine to tell, but I was so happy for you. Did you tell anyone else?
Yeah, Juliana, we talked about it. Like we were FaceTimed her.
Oh, yeah, you told me that too. Yeah. And so that's it. Boy, I'm in a really small elite club here. I feel honored.
But wait, Kathy, going back when we had Allie Joe on the podcast, I specifically asked her if perhaps you were asked to go on Paradise. Is there anyone in particular that you would hope to be there? And you were.
I wouldn't say anything because I didn't want to put my eggs in one basket or.
That's what you said. That's what you said. You didn't want to, and you wanted to. You said you had people in mind, but someone in mind, but you didn't want to say who it was.
Yeah.
And I didn't either because look what happened. I got there and he wasn't there. And me and him talk about it. And I said it the other day, I was still there. I still wanted to make the most of my time. You put your life on pause. And I really felt confident. Well, I felt confident before when I thought he was there. But afterwards, I still wanted to get to know people. We're still there. We're on this amazing opportunity. And you don't know what can transpire from it. So I was going to shoot myself in the foot. Yes. Did I want to be with him? Of course. I mean, listen, I was only on the beach for 30 hours, 36 hours at that. But it still had a nice time there. But again, I didn't want to put my eggs in one basket because you just don't know. I could have gotten
you just don't know.
there. And
so wait, I want to get back to so when you went public, What was that like posting? Did it feel natural to go out and, because everything that happens on social media, no one reads it. It's just a few people or 10 million, one or the other.
We kind of knew what we were getting into. And that's why I kind of teased everybody when she posted that, or I posted that photo and she's holding a drink and I'm in the background. Like we knew what we were doing.
But did you love it that people said, oh, wait, it's the same hand?
It was funny.
Right.
It was really funny. It's like, oh, the fingernails are. Wow.
Yeah, I had red nails, and then we saw each other again after that came out, and I got my nails done again, and I was like, I'm doing a different color. Let's see if people pick up.
The things we think about.
To laugh
right?
at. It gave you something to kind of like smile at, and
it was funny.
Yeah, it was definitely funny. We never hid ourselves from anybody. Even whenever I would go see her, we walked around. We were definitely.
Do people come up to you?
Yeah, they would, and we would talk to anybody. If somebody wanted to take a photo with us, I would just say, hey, you can take one with her, but we just can't be in the same photo yet together. So we only had really one instance where I thought somebody was taking a photo of both of us, and I was like, hey, you can't post that. And he's like, actually, I'm on FaceTime with my sister or something like that. So yeah, we kind of knew what we were doing, but
You were trying to be careful.
we are. This is real life.
Yeah, we want to live our life. Like we're not on the show anymore. Like
that's what we want to know. Right. What's going on in your life? Yeah. What have you guys been up to? Tell us what your life is like now.
Well, we both met each other's families. We both had like super big weekends. Like my mom, my stepdad, my sister, my aunts, my uncles, my cousins, like they were all in Florida for my episode. He flew in that weekend. He took a Rumble class.
He took a Rumble class.
Yeah, he did a Rumble class, and I met his entire family. I watched him coach a baseball tournament. I met, his niece, nephew.
Yeah, you met everybody.
Yeah, I've met everybody.
How about where we're living? Where are you now, Sam?
I'm still in Myrtle Beach.
Oh, you are in Myrtle Beach. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. And she's still in.
I'm in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
So the question I'm asking, it always comes up in Bachelor. Is anyone moving? I don't know. Let's just pick two places. Just pick them out of a hat. Anyone talking about moving to Myrtle Beach or maybe Florida?
Yeah, we talked about it on our 6-hour car drive home from Atlanta yesterday.
Long distance relationships, and that's not even really that long of a distance. No. Trust me, I have a long distance, as you know, and that is long. But this is it. This is doable until we
it's
go
fun
together.
Though too. I think it's tough. Like knowing that she's leaving today it doesn't feel great. But what it does is that any time that's spent with each other is just so intentional. There's never a dull moment. There's never a complacent moment. It's really just absorbing every single second of time. And also, too, it tests your levels of communication because you still want to show intention and show like desire and, a pursuit of what you still want in kind of a unorthodox fashion. So for right now, we're making it work.
Yeah, we see each other like every other weekend. It's been great.
Do you have your next visit? Someone we interviewed, I think it was Ben Higgins, said that when he was dating way back in the dark ages, they never left without having their next date planned. Are you guys doing that?
Oh yeah, it's funny. I was literally just looking at flights like 20 minutes ago. So, we stay on top of that. You want something to look forward to. I think it's kind of a running clock, and your tank gets to E, and now it's full.
Definitely challenging, but listen, like all of his friends and good friends are like in relationships, married, have kids. All of my really good friends are in relationships too. So we're also at that point, like, I mean, at least me, and I know him too, like we don't want to go out and just like go out just to go out, Like,
how old are you guys again? You're older, Allie Jo, right?
Yeah,
how old are you?
I'm 31.
I'm 28.
Yeah, I don't care. You know what?
I like the older women. I like the older women.
Wait a second. Wait a minute, Sam. I am available.
Listen, Kathy, she better be good to me. If she's not good to me,
hey, Allie Jo, I'm tag teaming. I'm watching that. So you better look out. I'm hiding in the.
Most from beginning of your time. Malibu Peanut.
Heard of Nexplanon? The implant contacts HIV or STDs. Talk to your doctor.
That kind of convenience. And if you're heading out of the country, CVS can help.
News, politicians, made Substack and hit subscribe. All of my interviews and articles are free to help everyone stay informed. But if you want to join the group chat and hear...
A lot of our listeners write in. All right, listen, you guys, we're going to move into our.
So much fun. I can't wait to see you there. Again, search Katie Couric on Substack and hit subscribe.
All right, listen, you guys, we're going to move into our advice
I
portion
love this.
of the
love you
episode.
too.
We're going to kick things off with our question of the day, and we want your thoughts on it. Are you game?
Let's do it.
We love
All right,
it.
here we go. A lot of our listeners write in about first dates turning into second dates. What are some signs that indicate the other person isn't interested that most people miss?
Well, you're a guy, so let's see what you say.
Okay. I would say checking your phone often during the first date.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
I would say not giving a firm answer as to when the second date would be. I'll let you know, kind of thing. Right?
Yeah.
What about you, Allie Jo? What do you think?
Yeah, like if they were on a first date to see if a second date would happen.
Yeah.
Is that-
like
Well,
something-
yeah, and they're saying like listeners say to us, you know, I thought it was a great first date, but it never turns into a second date. And what are some signs that you would say that indicate the person that you're the first date with isn't interested?
That he doesn't, make sure you got home okay, call you the next day. How are you?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't need to be a whole big thing. Like, we always say, like, we don't want to text every day, but like, at least he should call her and say, hey, I loved seeing you last night. What's your week like? Let's get another date on the schedule, like on the calendar. We're all busy.
Yep.
Yes,
How about
yes.
this one? If he lets you pay for the date, the first date,
When I paid for the
That's-
first date, there wasn't going to be a second.
doesn't walk you to your car. I mean, there's, it's.
You want to know
uh,
what he does actually that I love? And like, these are things I look for. Like, I feel like I'm more like old school. Like, every single time we get in the car, he opens my car door for me.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
that is something that's so important to me. And I
Yes,
always
it
look
is.
for that. And I've been on dates where guys don't do that. Well,
So I have a question. That brings my question of the day is, I mean, Susan and I have been around the earth a few times, around the sun, whatever the expression is. And why is it, do you think women don't care if guys don't have good manners? Because every time we interview someone, right, Susan, they'll say, I'm old fashioned. Exactly what you said, Allie Jo. I'm old fashioned. I like a
nothing
guy to hold the
old-fashioned
door
about
for
it.
me. What's the deal? Do guys not care? Maybe better ask them for you, Sam. What is the deal? That
I just think it comes back to probably the way that you were raised.
Right.
You know,
You were
I-
taught that, right?
Absolutely.
You were taught
And
respect your women and your
Yeah,
elders. and
I've got two sisters. My parents are still married. They've been married for 30 plus years. And I
Wow.
think being from the South, everybody is extremely kind. But I tell her all the time, I didn't open up her door one time. And it was actually the very first time that I met her in the airport.
I was driving.
And she was driving. And I didn't, because some people think it's weird. And I was like, I don't want to come across in a certain
like
way.
crazy. Yeah.
And then the next time I was like, you know what, forget it. I'm going to do it. And I'm going to explain to her, like, if my mom was here and she watched me not open up this door,
Be
she
dead,
would
yeah.
smack me.
Or if it's pouring, raining, and you're running to the car, then I get it.
Listen,
Everybody
exactly,
grab
yeah.
a door.
Exactly. So, yeah, I just think it's the way that you're raised. I think a lot of guys don't know any better. And I think from the female side of it, the whole chivalry is dead comment.
Never.
It sucks. It's
so
not.
can we
not
just
dead.
go on record here for anyone listening? Chivalry is not dead.
Never.
No.
Open the door for your lady.
Open the door. Open the door for your lady and any
How-
other lady that's getting into the car. Open up their door every single time.
How about
And
when you're
people, you'll
walking
be
down the
amazed at what they'll do.
I'm sorry. When
No.
you're walking down the street and you have her, you're holding hands. Do you always stand on the outside where the streets see?
I was
That
just gonna
comes.
say
Is
that.
that? I always thought it was an Italian thing, but I guess
No,
it's
do
not.
you? I know the answer to this. Do you? I mean, at least is what I was told. We could look it up. Do you
I
know
move her all
why?
the time.
Do you know why women are supposed to walk on the
to
inside?
be safe.
Yeah.
You have to be safe.
No, it's not. It now again, writers here's write in and let me know if I'm wrong. I've been told by more than one person it dates way back to when people used to take bedpans and slop and throw it out the window. And so it was to protect the woman from being inside. If anyone got hit, it was going to be the guy. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but I thought it was kind of a cute story that, the
Well, it's
guy's
still about
protecting
safety, right? So it's about cars and
health and safety, whatever. Wait, before we get into the next thing, Susan, your first date was where? What was your first date?
In Fort Lauderdale.
Fort Lauderdale. Yeah, we went to the beach, we went to happy hour, we went to dinner, and then we met my friends out for the Panthers game. And then what was a week-long date? Weekends long. And then Saturday we woke up, we went for a walk, we got coffee, and I had like a little pregame. It was my best friend's 30th birthday.
Are we going to skip out on what you said whenever I first got there?
Oh, no, we're not skipping out. Spill, Allie Jo. We're not skipping anything here.
Because like we're both like straightforward. I was like, I got nothing to lose. I was like, I don't think I'm your type.
I was like, really?
Why did you say that? Where did that come from?
You said that you didn't think he was his type?
I didn't think that I was his type.
When did you say that to him?
When? Like within like the first 2 hours of hanging out.
Yeah.
Why?
Where did that come from? Why did you feel like that?
Because he's like, from South Carolina. It's a little slower pace here. Mostly blonde girls, like our girls, sweet people. Not that I'm not sweet, but just girls I feel like, and I don't want this to sound wrong way, but like maybe that don't have like a voice as much. And
you mean Allie Jo, you don't say, bless your little heart. Y'all come back real soon, you hear?
Exactly. So
we learned what that meant.
I don't know if that's
Sam, I'm from Massachusetts, so I live in Texas where I was like, bless your little heart. What?
Yeah, what? Yeah. But see, I'm being from the South, I don't want that. Like I'm pretty good 80%, maybe 90% of the time. But if I ever kind of wander off, like I need somebody that can put me back in my place.
Put you back in place. That's right.
Yeah,
She's not going to let you skip a line.
Okay. Yeah, she's not. That's that Jersey girl in her. Okay. Well, I have another question before we move on to our next part.
Yes.
But Sam, both of you, of course, honesty here. When you met each other for the first time and you looked in each other's eyes, did you know? What did you know?
Was it a feeling? Was it a...
For me, yeah, I was just so excited. I was like, this is either going to be something that's amazing or it's going to be like a one-time thing. But the way we connected, I was really excited. I
knew before I met her.
How?
I told her that.
How did you know?
Back up.
How?
Whenever I say I knew before I met her, I knew what type of personality she had, and I knew that her and I would get along very well.
What was it about her that you liked? What attracted you?
I think just very unapologetically herself.
And outspoken, says what she thinks.
Yeah,
says what she means
outspoken.
and means what she says. Yeah,
for sure. But she's also like very in touch with her feminine side, and I actually really love that. Like I love somebody that doesn't feel like she does. She knows that she doesn't have to wear the pants in anything. She doesn't need to be the one to make all the plans. She's a girly girl, and I love that. But she's also very strong and very independent. And she will say things. She'll say what she wants, and that's what I need.
But that's a perfect relationship when you're able to speak whatever it is on your mind and be comfortable saying it to your significant other. Right. You know what I mean?
And
how did your mom feel?
All this up with the big bow of they're both. You are easy on the eye, Sam, and Allie Jo, you are absolutely stunningly gorgeous. So, I mean, to get all this in two packages is, I don't know, it gives me hope for the future.
I feel so lucky because like, usually, this sounds horrible to say, but like sometimes people who are really good looking have like a horrible personality or like sometimes like, but like he doesn't. And I think we're both just like very genuine. And I think people think he's a certain type of way just from a show that they watched, but I know who he truly is. And I think his colors show. And yeah.
When your mom met him on the FaceTime, she was happy, right?
She's like, oh my God, he's so cute. I'll meet him. Like, what are you going to be? I was like, I don't know, Mom. You're embarrassing me.
You're right. And how about you, Sam, when your family met?
Oh, yeah. So my sister is a pretty harsh critic. And any girl that I ever dated, she's always like, Sam, you could do better. You could do better. And then I showed her a picture of Allie Jo, and she's like, yeah, I think that's your ceiling, Sam. I'm like, goodness gracious. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, they saw her and it kind of the same thing. Just said like, it looks like she has her shit together.
Yeah.
She's just very very independent, just very well spoken, put together, and just thought that we'd make a
It's
good.
perfect.
Aw.
And I know you're also an officiant like I am. So when that
Yeah.
day comes, you know you can call me.
Let's go,
And
baby.
Kathy comes
Let's go.
whenever I do one.
I love
Yeah,
that.
I'll come and throw rose petals and say I almost had him.
You guys will be invited.
All right, today, now we're going to answer some of our viewers or our listeners' questions, and they like to know what we think, our advice, if you will. You guys game to give some advice?
Let's
Yeah,
do
let's
it.
Okay. All right, the first one reads, "Hi, guys. I need to know if I'm in the wrong here. The other night, I went on a Hinge date with a guy. Our plan was to pick up ingredients together and cook. Since we both love cooking. Amazing, right? Yeah. Yeah, I thought so too. We were in the car heading back to his place with the groceries when he looked at me and said, 'So, funny story. I have a 4-year-old daughter.' Hello, I'm 24. I can't be a mom. I have so much respect for single parents, and I have nothing against being a step parent later down the line, but not when I'm a baby myself. I was polite during the rest of the date, knowing I'd never see him again. Now my friends are split. Some think I made the right choice, while others think I blew off a great guy too soon. It was a great date, and I really do like him. I don't know. What do you think? Thanks, ladies."
What says you? What do you think, guys?
I think that if she at the end of the day isn't ready to be a stepmom, then that says a lot, no matter how much she likes the guy, because you're not just dating the guy, you are also essentially dating his family. So you can't persuade yourself that you can do something if deep down you know you can do it. So I would take it as that's a great friend. Maybe down the line, if she gets older and she decides like she's ready for that, but if she's not ready for it now, then she's not ready, and that's okay.
Yeah, I think it's a little maybe selfish to think that it's so easy to find true love later on down the road. And we talked about this, I think at 24, 5 years can go by just like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I've learned that the love that you want is not just, you can't just open up your door and it's right there in front of you. So, if you
Damn
want,
it, that's what I've been doing wrong. I sit in front of my door waiting for it to open.
You got to get on
Thank
the
you,
outside
Sam.
of the door, Kathy.
Thank you, Sam.
You know, when I was reading it, as soon as he said he had a daughter, she already tuned him out.
Right.
She didn't give it a chance. And later, she really did like him.
Yeah, but I'm just going to play, because I always like to, devil's advocate. My stepmom, and I know, Allie Jo, you have a stepdad.
Mhm.
My dad married my stepmother when I was 6, and my stepmom was 32, and she took on 5 children from the ages of 6 to 13 and had one of her own. So 6 kids at the age of 32. But she loved my dad so much, they were married over 40 years before he died. I don't think she would have done it any differently because she loved him. But I think people thought she was nuts when she married my dad.
Well, yeah,
and she
6
would be the
kids.
first to say to you that it was really tough. So at 24, if she says, I can't be a mom, that I'm with you, Allie Jo. It's saying that she doesn't want to do it. And if you don't want to do it, that child comes along with this fabulous guy. And
Right.
it's a package deal, right? So if she can't be a mom for whatever reason, I think she has to move along.
Well, she's
I
got to
don't.
be true to
100%.
herself, but she says
Yeah,
it's
not
a
fair.
great date. I really do like him. I don't know what to do. So she's questioning something.
Yeah.
But how did you guys feel about, I love the date thing about going to get the groceries and making dinner. And then you spring that on her in the car. I think that's a
Yeah,
conversation that maybe should have been had prior to the date.
Yeah,
or-
on Hinge, you can say if you have a kid or not. So
Yeah.
like he should have been a little bit more honest, because if she saw that, she might have never went on the date to
Right.
begin with, and this
Right.
issue wouldn't have happened.
So it's a lie. It's a lie by omission, right?
Right.
It's the same thing if I go on Hinge and put my age down as 55. It's just a small detail.
Yeah, it's just a little one.
Right.
Just a little one. I mean, if you really like me, do you care how old I am?
Won't matter.
No.
So,
That's
a
right.
4-year-old kid, who cares?
You're right.
But no,
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
You're right.
He put her in a bad spot by not being
Yeah.
honest off that, because that's something you got to know, and she's got to make that decision immediately, because it's the kid that will end up paying the consequences for
Yeah.
Mhm.
the
Yeah, I
lack of
agree.
honesty between two adults.
Well, we
Yeah.
do wish you luck. And if you can't stop thinking about him, then maybe reevaluate the whole thing and go on a second
Be
date.
open-minded.
I would
Open-minded.
get
I always say that, like, if I'm shopping and there's like a really nice pair of jeans that I want, but I'm not sure if I really want to spend the money, if I keep thinking about
Sleep
it
on
days
it.
later, I
Yes.
still want the jeans, then I'm going to go buy the jeans.
I always want them though, Ellie Joe. I always
know.
Yeah, Susan gets herself into trouble. All right, so now we've talked about other people's. We're going to give you a chance to ask us some questions, but Allie Joe, you know me a little bit. You know I'm going to do this to you, so let's just spring for it.
Okay.
Do you think each other are the one? Are you each
look
other?
at them. I
the
could
one?
see it.
That's Susan for them to answer.
I see it.
You can yell at me later.
Yes.
What?
No,
I
What do you
didn't
think,
she's gonna
Sam?
answer that.
listen, I think we have a lot of things to like figure out, like living wise. Like right now, it's like working right now, but I think living with somebody tells you a lot about them, and I
Yeah.
think that changes things. So like,
Well,
we definitely-
but that doesn't mean that when I say are you the one, it means the one that at this point I see myself spending the rest of my life with.
yeah,
Yeah.
to me, it's like all in or nothing. I'm not going to
Yeah.
waste my time or someone else's time. And I'm not dating just to date. Like I'm dating someone to see a potential future with, and we've had like conversations of things.
But Allie Joe, it is time to fess up.
Do we say I
Have you-
love you?
Have you told him about your
The
4-year-old child yet?
My little poodle, my dog.
Is the L word happening?
I don't know. I have no idea. Is that happening?
I don't know.
I think we're just kind of like moving at our own
Okay.
pace. I think one thing that we both love a lot is keeping what we have between us. There's certain things that I don't mind sharing with the world, and then there's other things where I'm like, hey, this is
Good
something
for
that,
you guys.
you
Just
know,
know that
Really
we all in Bachelor Nation, we are really rooting
you.
for you guys because
Thank
I
you're
appreciate
both
that.
wonderful
Appreciate that.
people.
We weren't sure, like honestly, we weren't sure, but we're also like, this is us. Like if people will support it or not. So that we were really happy to see some really kind comments and just like
Yeah.
well wishes from people. It was really nice. I think.
Yeah.
Focus on those
Not
guys.
used to that.
Yeah,
Not used to that. So it was nice to see. I said, look, she's already making me look better. So I'm like, thank God. Thank
I
God.
bet.
love it. I absolutely love it. All right. What do you have questions for us, if any?
You want to go?
Hmm?
You want to go first?
Hmm.
Well, I do.
go ahead.
Susan, how's your relationship?
It's absolutely perfect. He loved being in the United States.
Okay, good. Because I know you were like in what island were you in? I know you were in
St. Martin.
St. Martin. Okay, I was going to say St. Thomas. I was one of the
Where's he?
saints.
Where's he from?
St. Martin.
In St.
Lives
Martin.
in St. Martin?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
when
he's
he
French.
was leaving,
That's
he saw New York, he saw Jersey Shore, he saw the casinos, he saw South Jersey. I had him everywhere.
I love
And
that.
when he was leaving, he's like, well, when are we going to see each other? And I gave him dates. I only have a week. And he was like, darling, that's not long enough. I come back. So he's coming back at the end of
That's
August.
awesome.
Yeah, so you
Let's
had it.
go.
You're doing like the long distance thing too. It's not easy, but I would say nothing worth having comes easy. So
Yeah, it's
That's
true.
right.
It's true.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm
And
happy.
Kathy,
know
what
it's
about
Kat.
you?
yeah, I was just gonna say what's
What about me?
How's
She's
how's
living
the
in
love life?
Canada
How many-
right now at the moment.
you're in Canada?
I'm in Canada.
Visit.
My sister lives in Ottawa, and I've been here. My family came up. My kids, my grandkids came up. You want to know about my dating life?
Yes.
You hear it?
I love her.
Greg,
Although you just did a show, an amazing job
yeah,
on a show.
I got to tell you, when Keith came on the show, when we were on the show, and Keith said, "Kathy and I have no romantic interest. Neither of us. We're just good friends." But
Yeah.
I was like, "Great! Now my DMs are going to flood with."
How's
Do you
Can you
remember
say-
that, Kathy, when we're getting off of Golden Bachelor? Oh, your DMs are going to blow up
Yeah,
all these
they
people.
didn't.
Huh?
Honestly, Sam, though, the truth is I have a ton of energy. I love to do adventure. I love to do stuff. And I would love to find that person that would love to share this stage, this last great chapter of my life. I would love to find that person. But here's one of the main things I've learned about myself is I am a complete and happy person the way I am. And I have great family and great grandkids. And if it happens,
friends.
it's great. And if it doesn't happen, then, I can chase after you when Allie Joe's, if it doesn't work out.
You feel sure.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Share and share alike, do unto others, all those things. But
Well, I
I'm
love
a
that.
happy
I love that
person.
from you.
No, it's about friendships,
but
too.
anyone but since you brought it up, Sam, you got a father, an uncle, a stepfather,
We
A
gotta find
grandfather.
Listen, we do. I know a lot of people, so
we should do like a dating game. You guys should like come here. We go there and like do something. That'll be a lot of fun.
come to Austin
I'll be a
anytime.
good wingman.
I think us three would have, obviously Susan, you too, if you were in Paradise, but us three, if we were on Paradise at the same time, like that would have been,
Oh, my gosh.
We would have had our own show.
yeah.
I was so disappointed you guys weren't there. I really was.
And I'm disappointed
I would
that you
love-
weren't there at the same time. It would have been great.
I know. What do you guys think about the show so far? What do you guys think about the money aspect?
I think it
to
changed the dynamic of everything.
You
I
think in a
I mean,
good
it
way?
was exciting that you could win, but I don't trust any of the relationships now. It put a twist in there.
I do. I think, they say not for love nor money or money corrupts. I think it can. I think it's an interesting aspect to the show. It definitely changes the show.
Yeah.
But in some ways, I think it makes it more interesting and just seeing how some of the relationships are going to play out. I'm loving watching the show. I'm a big fan.
I'm such a romantic. I'm in love with love. And I see couples that like disappointed me when I saw some things that were happening. Like, I really believed they were really in it together. And now I'm looking like, you bastard.
Yeah.
I would
I
choke
tell you,
him.
I always want to know, and I will ask almost anything, but I want to know when I watch back the show, in my own, I'm not surprised. I know what I said, I know what I did, but I wonder when other people watch the show back in those that are in relationships, what do they think about hearing things about their guy or girl that they didn't know happened?
Yeah.
That always just from a
We talked about
sociological
that.
point of view.
We talked about that.
Yeah. It's got to be tough because you don't know.
Yeah.
And if there's anything that you weren't honest with, maybe to her, and it was in front of a camera, then you're kind of playing. You have no
Scrooge.
idea. It could get shown. It could not
That's
get
right.
shown. And
That's right.
So is there any specific couple that you really have hopes for as of right now, what you see?
I would say Spencer and Jess seem really just like the most genuine
Yes,
into each
I
other and like good energy and for the right reasons and like not for clout.
Yeah. I like them a lot. I
do
think,
too.
especially because I took Jess on a date whenever I was there.
Did you see him look at you? Like,
We joke about it. I think it's so
Yeah.
funny. When the episode came out, I called him and I was like, "How was that sponge bath?"
Do you like any
And
of the
he
other
goes to take
couples?
a shower. When he takes a shower, I'm like, "You want a sponge bath?" I
well,
was like,
honey,
Going sponge.
that's cute.
Yeah, no, I think that they're really good for each other though. I think that I probably put Jess, and I don't think it was a difficult decision for her at all. And I think that just spoke volumes about her commitment to Spencer at that time. And then to see them like still kicking it and going strong right now out of everybody. I know every relationship has its challenges. I think the weight of those challenges though they're all different, and it seems like maybe their obstacles and their challenges are a little bit lighter and maybe a little bit more reasonable than what I'm seeing from a lot of these other relationships on
Very
Paradise.
well
What did
put.
you think? I have to ask you, what did you think about the Goldens Be Nice? What did you think about the Goldens being on?
Listen, I think that you guys are the freaking best. I'm just pissed that I didn't get to meet you guys. And the whole world loves you guys too. It's kind of funny. I joke with her about it. I'm like, yeah, we all went on Jen's season, weren't really liked. Grant season, and then the Goldens came about and everybody's like, the Goldens, baby.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, so I'm just bummed I didn't get to see you guys. You guys came in hot.
They did.
You
They
guys
did. That was
you guys
great
did that.
entrance. Great
Yeah.
entrance
On a
too
date.
on the
I mean,
yacht.
I I don't know if you saw it, but my secret, that whole thing, like, damn, I was getting a date because I did not get a date on our season. I was determined I was going to win a date.
Yeah. That's how I felt too.
So do you do every other one who travels to who? Is that part of a thing or?
Yeah, but it doesn't really bother us. Like, there's been occurrences where like I came here the past couple of times, but that's okay because like we went to Atlanta this weekend.
Right.
It just like has worked out like that, He'll
And
come
your
to-
schedule is flexible enough? See, I love
Yeah,
that.
it depends.
Yes.
I mean,
fly out.
Sam, I got to ask one more question. You are you not afraid that she could haul off and give you a left jab and a right hook?
Listen, that's what I kind of like though, a little bit. I'm like,
That's
all
why
right,
he
I
took
gotta
the
be,
class.
yeah, I gotta be on my best behavior for the most part. So, yeah.
He's very like supportive. Like I've gotten to him, a couple of things have been going on with like personal things, and I've gone to like ask for questions and just advice, and he's given me the best advice and just has been so supportive. So that was something that was really important to me because we're not together. So to pick up a phone or to have like important conversations on FaceTime, you don't want it to be like
He
that.
hears you and
person.
he's
Yes, he hears you.
listening.
I think it's just, it's not like it was a test, but I think it's a good test to see, when things do go sideways or south in life, because how it happens, like how he'll show up there, how he'll show up for me. So
Let me say, we don't know whether you guys, what your future holds, but Susan, would you not agree? The words you guys are using, you show up for each other, you listen, you communicate well, you spend time making time for each other. All your families get along. All these things are ingredients that make a good relationship. And so
And
whether,
being
our
friends.
hope is that it just continues to grow for you
Friends
guys.
listen to
appreciate
friends. They pay attention. The friendship has to
Yeah.
be strong. Yes.
That's right.
And
That's
we
right.
see it. We see it. We love this.
When you care that much, it's easy. It's easy
Yeah.
to listen when the person in front of you. they-
Oh, she's going to cry.
Okay, I'm over it.
We love this. Thank you. I hate to say this, but I think that does it for today's episode of Bachelor Happy Hour's Golden Hour. I want to thank you both for opening up to us and being here with us today. It means the world to us, right, Kathy?
Really.
I
Yeah,
mean,
thanks, you guys. Your advice was great. We love seeing you guys so happy. Thank you all so much for joining us. And be sure to follow Bachelor Happy Hour because we do have new episodes coming out every week that you don't want to miss. Today, you heard all about Sam and Allie Joe. Well, you don't know who's around the corner.
And make sure you keep submitting the questions to us. You know what to do. To go to bachelornation.com/golden hour, or you can DM us on Instagram at Bachelor Happy Hour.
Listen to Bachelor Happy Hour's Golden Hour on the iHeart Radio app or wherever you catch your podcasts. Until next time, have a great week.